Hello again, everyone. I have some inks to swatch for you today. This is essentially the last order that I got in 2020. And this was mostly from Shigur. So these, or Shigure, I don't know how you pronounce that, but the ink store, Shigure or Shigur Inks, is where I purchased these. And then these two are from Birmingham Pen Company. And Birmingham Pen Company has actually been coming out with some really interesting colors. They've also introduced a permanent line of inks, and that's what this one is from. So I'm going to swatch those first, and then I'm going to go ahead and open these boxes and get to that. Sorry, got distracted by the sounds. All right, so let me go ahead and put these to the side here. I've already marked some pages out in the ink swatch journal. So we'll just go across these two pages here. And as per usual, I have my 8th or 3A automatic pen and my glass dip pen for doing these samples. I'm going to refer you to my setup video, which I'm going to put a link down below too, for this whole setup and the tools. It'll have a link to all of those things. So let's go ahead and start with this one, which is Birmingham Waterfront Dusk. And this is actually a beautiful color. I've already added it to a pen or two, even though I have not swatched it yet. So it's a really beautiful sort of plum neutral color. I'm going to go ahead and put that cap on like that. And I will put these up to the camera towards the end so that you can see some more nuances. This is just a really beautiful color. Okay, and I'm rinsing my tools off in between, off camera, so that the ink doesn't get stuck in them. That one rinsed off really easily, actually. And let's go ahead and go in here with the glass dip pen. So this is Birmingham. Oh, wow. So thick coming off of this glass dip pen, but it's not actually that thick coming out through a pen. So this is Waterfront Dusk. Okay. And I was really excited to see that they had started a permanent ink collection, because there aren't a whole lot of really good permanent inks out there. So I was really excited to try this one. I've already put it in a pen, and so far it's been doing pretty good. This is called Iron Girder, which is similar to Waterfront Dusk, but a little bit more subtle, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. See what you think once I've swatched it. Maybe a little more brown, but it is very similar. And it's kind of a nice neutral color to draw with, which is what I got it for. Okay. And it does have a disclaimer, I suppose you could call it a disclaimer, that comes with the permanent inks that essentially says that you should clean out your pen more often when you put permanent inks in there. That's kind of standard for pretty much all permanent inks. Okay, so this is Birmingham. And this is Iron Girder. And this is what they call the everlasting inks. That's what they're calling their permanent ink collection. Okay. Yeah, and I could see how that would stain a little bit more on the pen. Let's go ahead and close those up. Yeah, I'd say this is a little lighter than the Waterfront Dusk, but they're both beautiful colors. I'm noticing a little bit of feathering here on the Waterfront Dusk. I have not noticed that in the pen that I have it in. I'm just thinking because it came off really thickly from the glass pen that because it's so saturated, yeah, and you can even see it has gone through the other side a little bit. But I have not had that issue with it in the pen, but I haven't written with it a whole lot. Okay, so now I have two Kala brand inks, and I've never purchased any of this brand before, so I'm really interested to try them. They are both from the Gemstone collection. This one is Star Garnet, and this is Spectralite. I know at least the Spectralite is a permanent ink, so I'm not sure if all of the ones in the Gemstone collection here for Kala are permanent, but let me see if it says anywhere. Let's see. No, it doesn't seem to say on the bottle either, so I'm going to put that off to the side. Let's go ahead and get in here. Let's see. I clearly I clearly had very similar colors in mind when I purchased these inks. I've been sort of gravitating towards more neutral, sort of interesting colors. Yeah, so this is almost a black when it's really super concentrated, and then it's more of a purple. I would actually consider this more of an amethyst color than a garnet color, but we'll see. Yeah, that is so funny that the colors are so similar. Okay. That's good. I was looking for more purples, obviously. So this is Kala. Oh, they're all running pretty heavily. I wonder if there's something up with my glass pen. Kala, Gemstone, Nostalgia. That's the name of the collection. And this is Star Garnet. Oops. Star Garnet. I'm not going to do the water test today because I'm going to let it dry a little bit before I decide to put the water on it to do a little water test, because you can see with these prior colors I have touched a little bit of water to the color, so you can see platinum pigment sepia is obviously permanent. So is this one is fairly permanent. This Ink Institute Cat at Dusk, but then obviously Sheen Machine and Konpeki are very not permanent. Okay, let's go ahead and put that one aside. And this next one should appear almost black. At least it did in the swatches. And like I said, it said, let's see. Yes, because this is pigment. Okay, so these are both pigment inks. So I'm pretty sure that these are both permanent. It says that here on the bottom because pigment inks tend to be permanent. So I would expect both of these to be permanent. Let me make sure I'm getting the right one. Oh, and this actually has a little booklet in it, whereas the other one, no, the other one did. It just was down in there. I'm assuming these are about the same. Oh no, they're about the individual ink. Well, let's see. So it tells you how to fill a pen. Okay. But the rest of it is in another language. So no help there, but I might keep these anyway, just because they go with those inks. Okay, so you can see in the lid that it has a little bit of a teal, like a dark teal tinge to it. So let's see. Let's see how that goes. That was my doorbell, by the way. Oh yeah, this is lovely. I'll try and hurry up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I really like that. I'm going to see how it writes here. Yeah, I think these are going to be beautiful permanent inks. So again, this is Kala, Gemstone. Nostalgia. And this is spectralite. That's beautiful. And you can see it's very interesting. It has sort of a teal, but also maybe a little bit of a reddish sheen to it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to using those. Clearly went to the dark side with these inks. Okay, 2 more. So this next one is by 3 Oysters. So I've gotten quite a few from brands I've never gotten before. It's 3 Oysters. This will be my first in that brand. Oh, it's quite nice. It has a little flat area so that you can hold your ink bottle up on an angle. And this is also dark. It is Black Moss. And all of these have opened really easily, I'm thankful for. Yeah, it's really nice. You can get that green undertone there. Okay. So this is 3 Oysters, Black Moss. All right. So let's go ahead and do this last one here, which is another new to me company called Penonia, I believe. This is from Hungary. Yes, made in Hungary. And this particular color is supposed to be Pelikan green. So it's to go with, oh wow, that's quite a bottle of ink. It's to go with the color of the green pelicans. I thought that would be really nice to put in one of my green ones. And I had not seen this brand before, so it's fairly new. Let's go ahead and open this. Oh boy. Okay. It was a little tight there. Up in the air for a second. Even though it's a big bottle, it does look like there's a little bit of space on the top. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that here. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. All right, now let's do the pen. And this is Penonia. And what's the official name? I'm actually just going to call it Pelikan Green because that will help me identify it. But it looks like it's actually supposed to be, oh boy, whatever that is, however you pronounce that. Hungarian is a crazy language, crazy in that it's not based on a Romance language, like it's not a Romance language, so it's very different from a lot of other languages and has a different alphabet and all of that. I tried to learn a little bit when I went to Hungary a couple years ago, and luckily most people there spoke English, so I was able to, I could say like thank you or whatever, but I was just glad that I did not actually have to hack up their language to speak to them. And they were very, very kind. They're actually incredibly nice people that we met all throughout Hungary, so that was fun. All right, well, there you go. Let me go ahead and put this up to the camera here. So as you can see, these 3 are fairly similar. So this one is going to be the only one on this page that is not a permanent ink. And again, I don't know why this feathering happened because, like I said, I have it in a pen and it has not been doing that. So I'm thinking maybe I just over inked the glass pen there. And then this one is a really beautiful permanent ink. I really like how Birmingham is coming out with really unique colors that I don't necessarily see elsewhere. Okay, and this one's a little bit more of a traditional purple here. But like I said, it's more like an amethyst than a garnet, in my opinion. A garnet, I would think, would be a little bit more red. And then here is the spectralite color, which is lovely. And these two are supposed to be permanent as well because they're pigment inks. Then this is this 3 Oysters Black Moss. It's a really, really beautiful sort of black green. Very beautiful. And then this is this Penonia Pelikan Green, which is also really, really pretty. So, all right. Well, I think that's all for today. Feel free to subscribe to keep track of future videos, and if you ring the little bell, you'll get a notification when I post new ones. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. I hope to see you next time, but until then, have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.